It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll get to see the Eagles' sure-handed wide receiver. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Eagles and the Broncos, coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end you doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end you, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll throw to get things going. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hill brought in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Nix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Pass right side to down. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. In trouble. Down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it.
things to come. I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the man who played his college ball in Berkeley, the former Cal Bear, their rookie quarterback.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. He's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future. He has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities. And when they present themselves, he's got to take them.
Now they'll set up to throw. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Slot receiver headed right. Hill looks to throw. He's got it out of 7. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nevis, good on the extra point. And the Eagles are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos offense ready for their second possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll try to set up the screen here. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap.
3rd and long. To throw is Nix. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos bringing out their punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On the handoff, it's Davis. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now, faking the give. As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Now he takes off. And Nix with a wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the 1st down. Tight end going in motion here. Nix got to throw it here on 1st down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. In middle, and he's got downs.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 9. Downs goes in motion. 2nd down. Nix. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a dash to extend that lead. Nix now on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up second down. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. On second and 10, they'll try to throw, completing this one to down. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down. They passed on that field goal attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half comes to an end. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. Quick throw, taken in. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Philadelphia. They'll look to throw yet again. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up like to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. They send the tight end in motion. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. They send him right out of the slot. On second down, it's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Hill brought in motion. Now, a second down throw for Nix. To the left side and taken in by Downs. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Slot man in motion left. On first down, here's Nix to throw. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. The throw here is complete. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, here's Nix. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Denver. gets it to go. And the Broncos will take a 21-7 lead. Here's Hardy now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back to the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll look to pick up the pace. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught at 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Downs goes in motion. A 1st down throw for Nix. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we... Throwing is Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Now, faking the give. Coming across the field, he's got it. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll be hit as he throws, and now throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll get this out to the left flat. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't finish. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his man on the in route. Nix taking in over the middle. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. Downs goes in motion. Nix now on first and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. 14 on the pickup. First down, Broncos. First timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. They'll stay on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll stick with him again. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack. On fourth down, out comes the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The offense. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Got it open downfield on the crossing route.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory.